Alright, what's going on, guys? So, you guys see the title of the video. I sold all of my Palantir shares. Almost all my Palantir shares. I left like a small position in there just for the long-term ride with Palantir. But why did I do that? Well, ever since Palantir hit like $100, I've kind of just been taking profits like little by little. Like I remember it hit like 109, sold some shares, 112, sold some shares, 125, sold some shares, 130, sold a lot of shares. And then today it's July 15th, Tuesday, stock hit 149. I decided to sell all but 50 shares. And at one point I had like 700 shares of Palantir. My average cost basis on all of it was like $16. I had some shares in the single digits, like $7, $8, but average for all of them was like 16. So I made well over 1,000% on a good amount of my stocks. If you can see, I'll put up a screenshot somewhere around me. The remaining stocks I had, I was still up 1,000% on. So I decided to sell off the little bit I had left and just let 50 shares in there. So I mean, it all boils down to this. The valuation of it is so freaking rich. Like today the valuation was in the it looks like valuation was the PE, forward PE, it was in like the 150s, 160s. That is insane. Some of the estimates out there even showed it in like the 220, 230, 250 range, which is just like, how is this stock commanding that kind of PE? Well, here's the thing. I don't think it does. I don't think it commands a PE that's 200, 250, 230. Is Palantir an awesome company? Hell yeah. Is Palantir growing like crazy? Yes. As a matter of fact, over the last few quarters, Palantir has not only seen like amazing growth year over year, it's growth acceleration, meaning the percent of which the company is growing every quarter is getting bigger. So it's like a snowball effect. Like this quarter it grew 20%, 25, 30, and then now we got to the 39%. It's about to break that 40% level, which is just freaking insane. And I think the market is just super hyped about it. I mean, like, it's become like a hype stock. Like, yes, it's growing hella good. Wow, hella is insane. I mean, it's been growing super awesome, but I mean, a valuation of 150, 200, 230, I mean, that's insane. And so I had to double check, like, is that actually insane? Because, like, does it just not, like, when I say insane, I mean, it just doesn't make sense. I went on ChatGPT to check, like, what other time periods has there been stocks that have traded in, like, the 150, 200s? And so it gave me a list. I put it for the last 25 years. And the only instances that we've seen this is when Tesla was hella overpriced and it was about to start going down in price, which is 2020, 2021, during the tech bubble at that time. The ARK ETF, which has also been down from the peak prices that it's been. Some microcap clean energy stocks, but those are just like, you know, tiny little penny stocks, and during the tech bubble too, 2021, 2020. And so those were just like skyrocketing in valuation. And of course, at the top of the list, you got the dot-com boom, those dot-com stocks that caused the dot-com crash in the early 2000s. And so just looking at this list, and of course, at the bottom of the list, the most recent example, Palantir. And so you're looking at this list and it's like, this is not good company to be around. I mean, every single one of these stocks that's on this list that have traded in these crazy valuation. By the way, this is all of it. This is all of it in the last 25 years, since 2000. This is all the examples of stocks that have traded this rich of a valuation. So it's a short list. You can count them on both hands. And so, I mean, that to me just signified, like, unless Palantir is some special story, unlike all of these, that is just gonna keep snowballing this growth from 39 to 45 to 50 to 55 to 60, like, how long is this gonna go? And so for that very reason, I wanted to de-risk, right? Like, do I think Palantir is gonna continue growing? Yes. Do I think they're gonna continue this acceleration growth for another few quarters? It's a toss-up. Like, it's a gamble at that point. I don't know, and I don't want to put my money to make that bet, right? And so what I decided to do is take off majority of my shares. Like I said, I left a small position in there because in the long term, 100%, I think Palantir is going to be an amazing company. I mean, they're doing AI software products that's good for the retail market, that helps companies, lean down their business model, help them make choices as to how to market, what ad things that they should do, what products they should push because it's the one that the consumer is doing better. Like, I mean, literally an infinite amount of variables Palantir's software can put into the software, into the workings of the AI, for it to spit out answers for essentially any question that a business has about how are we gonna make more money, how are we gonna run this business better. So I mean, like, it's gonna save every company that adds Palantir into their infrastructure and just helps the company make so much money or save so much money, or both. And then of course on the military side, the AI is literally telling our military like how to perform missions for minimum casualties, maximal effect, or highest probability chance of success. I mean, man, it's gonna revolutionize warfare, and you already know our country, the US, loves to spend money on military stuff, and if it means that we're gonna be an even more powerful superpower, they're gonna spend the money, and they've shown this through the multiple contracts that they've made with Palantir. So I think Palantir on the long run is gonna go great. What do I see happening with Palantir? At least how I'm gonna approach this stock, what I'm gonna do is, what I think is Palantir is gonna show some kind of deceleration in growth, right? It's gonna show some kind of deceleration in growth in like 1 or 2 or 3 straight earnings. The bubble's gonna pop, right? Because everyone's like, oh, the hardcore ramp is over in terms of the accelerating growth rate. All the growth investors and the hype investors who don't know what they're doing are gonna pull out of the stock. The PE ratio, and of course in accordance to the PE ratio falling, the stock prices are also gonna fall down into a more reasonable PE ratio valuation, right? Like right now it's in the 150 to 200 range. Maybe it falls back down to the 60 range once Palantir starts to settle, it maybe in like a 30% growth range, 30% growth rate pattern type of place. Like it stabilizes around that kind of growth, 30%, and that'll command maybe like a 60-70 PE, which is still pretty rich. But I feel like if they are steadily doing quarter over quarter 30% growth rates, I think that is warranted for them. And as well as, like, the AI just tends to be valuated higher because people like to price in future growth for that. I mean, the whole industry is booming. So, and then once that happens, once it settles down, I think it's gonna start, in that good valuation range. Then the steady growth rate, it'll be more of like a moderate growth with some value type of company as it works its way up in the rankings of the S&P 500 and becomes, multi-billion, even larger cap than it already is right now. And I think once that big dip happens, with the deceleration occurs, not deceleration, but like the lack of accelerating growth rates occurs, and then the PE corrects, I'll catch it here and then ride that slow growth in the extended future. But that's my take on Palantir. Out of those shares that I took out, I got like 6-7 more $1,000, which like 90% of that, more than 90, like 95% of that was gains, was profit. And so I scooped up a couple more positions for today. I'll save that for another video because I have somewhere to go right now. But stay tuned for what I did with that money. Guys, if you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. I'm a small channel, and I'm really just doing this so I can build a community with you guys, because I love talking about this stuff and I got no one to talk about it with. So please talk to me in the comment section, and I answer everybody. So I love kind of going back and forth. No animosity, which is awesome, right? I feel like people get really heated when it comes to stocks because they get really married to the stocks, which I don't get. Like, stocks are there for you to make money. Like, they don't care about you making money. So like, but people still oddly get attached to them. They get their feelings hurt whenever they say your stock is not good. Like it's like their kid or something like that. But anyway, thank you guys for keeping it positive down there. I'm gonna keep it positive for you guys. I wish you guys all the best. I filmed a little hotel tour for you guys to enjoy, and that'll be the outro to this video. But stay tuned for the upcoming videos, guys. I got lots of stock stuff coming up. Of course, we got the real estate videos coming up as well. I'm still fixing up the house. If you guys didn't know, I'm buying a new house in a nicer part of my town. I'm just on a kind of a business trip right now to help cover at another branch. But yeah, guys, stay tuned, and I love doing this, man. It's all for the love. Anyway, let's make this money. Check out the next clip. Alright, what is up, guys? So my company has me in this hotel room since I'm helping out in like an out-of-town branch. And look what the room they got me in. They got me in this like upgraded suite. It's freaking awesome. It's huge. Like, here's the whole room, right? King bed upgraded, and then I got this whole living room area next to the bed. And I got a sick, huge windows almost all the way up to the ceiling. I don't have like any like city views or anything, but hey, I'm not complaining. It's beautiful outside. I got some trees. I'm in the mountains, so like, man. I mean, look at it from this side. Woo-wee! This is freaking awesome, dude. Oh, here's me in the mirror. What's going on? I'm still in my scrubs, but what up, guys? Dude, this is gonna be awesome. Check this out. I just literally took a quick look, and the bathroom. So you got like, you know, your little coat area and whatnot, but you got bathroom, right? Beautiful lighting, little walk-in shower, of course. But then after this bathroom, you have the other bathroom. What is even the point of that? Why is there a king-size bed and 2 bathrooms? It's not even a 2-bathroom place. But anyway, man, I'm a little bit exhausted from the whole day. I'm meeting one of my mentors and friends from way back in ago, Peter. So Peter, if you're watching this, I'll tell you about the YouTube channel tonight and you can support. So thanks for watching. I'm sure me and Peter are gonna have a good time. We always have a great time talking about finance, real estate. I think right now he's building an ADU. If you guys don't know what that is, it's an additional dwelling unit to one of his properties, which is super awesome. Like, he's ahead of me in all the real estate stuff. So one day, hopefully I can build a portfolio like his, real estate wise. But all right, guys, I'm just gonna kind of relax from this long day and, you know, turn off my brain. I got so much stock stuff in my mind that like I can't turn it off. Like, I really want to rest so I can be present when I meet my friend, you know, and like have drinks, and hopefully I can shut it off. So my plan is I'm gonna take a nap in this beautiful bed. I didn't even notice there's like freaking aspen trees in the background. This is so nice, dude. But I'm gonna take a nap, like a really short one, or maybe just lay down and close my eyes, do some more stock research, film the Palantir part of this video, and film some stuff about Plug, which is a new stock I was looking at. I'll let you guys know what's up with Plug and what I decided to do. Some more option stuff that I did. I'm getting into some call options and some covered call options that can make me a little bit of passive income with the positions that I'm holding. Super exciting stuff, which is the problem. I'm so excited I can't get it out of my brain and I can't freaking relax. And the only way I'm gonna appease my brain is by researching it more. Like, it's the only way I can get more dopamine, and my brain wants more dopamine. It's terrible. So I'm gonna chill, I'm gonna relax on this here bed right here, and then I'm gonna get back to work. But this is gonna be the end for whatever video you guys are watching. Thank you guys for all the support. I'm living the life. I hope you guys are living the life. I hope you guys are doing your due diligence, empowering yourself to make more money. And as always, let's make this money.